Welcome to the Relateable podcast, a safe space for open and honest conversations created for Black people.
This podcast explores how we relate to one another in our intimate connections, friendships, family, and everything in between. Hosted by 3 Caribbean women. I am Fiona, a single mom.
I'm Sherween, a very near empty nester.
And I'm Chantal, a free-spirited monogamist. Relatable, because a shared journey brings hope. Hello, everyone. We're back. Okay, we had a short break, but it wasn't really a break for 2 of the hosts of your favorite podcast. and, and we will get into all of that. All right. But first, checking in with Sherween. Sherween, how are you doing today? How's your day going?
Today, my day's going good. Work done starts from early. I am wonderful.
Hey.
Just recovering from, I may sound a bit, and I have the sexy graphic voice on,
Okay.
but that's because I lost my voice. I got a cold. And I lost my voice, and it's finally you could hear me. But apart from that, I am wonderful. I am, the more I try to be the empty nester, is the more them trying to come back after me.
So this episode is essentially a life update, all right? Because it feels like, where are we now? We're in March, people. We're in March, and so much can happen in 2.5 months.
Hey,
so
2.5.
2.5, because we're halfway through March, right? So 2.5 months, and your whole life can change.
My whole life changed. My whole life changing.
Okay.
But this time I'm trying for it not to be too much my life changing. But yes, my beautiful daughter Haley is back.
She's back.
My girl pack up. My girl decided, you know what? Burn that.
Wow.
I am leaving. I am coming back home to St. Lucia this time. She on her own thing. She have her own residency. She's doing some artwork. She have her own place.
Beautiful.
My girl on a ramp. So my girl is back. Ask her when she going back. She said, I don't know. I think I'm going to stay, mommy. I'm like,
wow.
Best setup ever.
I love this. How does that make you feel, Sherween?
No, I'm happy. I'm excited. Yesterday we went to see the place where she's staying. And oh my God, I'm jealous. My girl. And I'm like, geez, what is going on? How did child get that amazing gig? But I am so proud of her.
Wonderful.
It's a huge task. And she's gonna be wonderful. She's gonna be fine. And then she's gonna find herself. And just, how does Fiona do it? When she, what's the word I'm looking for? When she's floating around the place and she will just find her way through life, looking beautiful and delicate and this and that. And I'm just like, you know what, my girl, do your thing.
Do your thing.
I am trying to be not as involved this time. I don't want to have much say. I'm just gonna let her do her thing. But obviously, the gaze of mommy is always there.
Right,
So,
right. It doesn't go away.
It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. And the other 2 in the UK, they're a bit sad, but you know what? They're happy that she's got this beautiful blessing.
Yes.
And let's just see where it goes. So all in all, I am wonderful. I am happy. I am, and y'all will know all about why I'm so happy.
Oh, I can't wait. Listen, y'all.
So, hey, catch up.
Y'all,
so I'll pass on to.
I can't wait. Fiona, how are you doing today?
Why?
Boy.
You know what, Gassa? This morning, Sherween had known I was like stress level 1 million. Because I'm traveling. I thought I was leaving on Friday, and like I have like a quadrillion things to do. And then I found out today I'm leaving on Saturday. Let me tell you, that extra 24 hours is going to save my life.
Good.
I'm good, Gus. I'm good. That's what I was running to do, is to get the hard drive from the videographer to go through all the mountain of footage from Guadeloupe, of which there is just so much to go through. I'm excited, I'm excited to get those things rolling. But yeah, I'm going to the States for 10 days. I got an award, Gassa. So I'm going to collect my award.
Wonderful. What's the award, my love?
How she just dropping it. That's the thing, you know. That's the thing. How she just dropped it. I got an award, Gasser. Like, you know what that end up being?
I'm like my parents. My parents get all these
Oh,
accolades, and it's if they even tell us.
Wow.
So it's I will see all the rundown, but
Okay.
one of the other honorees is actually Marshall Montano's mother. Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
love this.
Yes. So I'm going to go and collect my little award. And then
Not a
after
little
that,
award, Fiona.
your big
Fiona,
award, my
and
stop
girl.
it.
then and then I have to go to Boku Huru to do the workshops. This will be third year
Yes.
running, going to New Orleans to do this event. And I'm looking forward to it because this year I'm going to do the magic of masquerade. So a lot of my workshop is going to be what I learned in Guadeloupe, the
Okay.
history that of the masquerade and what we learned in Guadeloupe. And one of the things I have been reflecting on and looking at like my own journeys into like, your history and thing, right? And like y'all know that a lot of the history I've shared, sometimes it is mash me up. Like
Right.
I'll be good and then I'll just read one sentence and it'll mash me up. And I was wondering what is my fascination with masquerade? Why am I going like, first I started, I mean, Chantal, you were around unknowingly in the beginning of this journey,
Yes.
when I started to do the little printed t-shirts and we did the St. Kitts and
Yes.
Nevis flag upside down and the
Yes.
coral, and I'm like, oh my God, who's that? Just take the flag as it is away. Right?
Right.
And so that was like the beginnings of it, right? And then so now you look at it's approaching 20 years, Chantal.
No, stop. Fiona, stop
Girl,
it.
that was
No, girl.
2007, 2008.
No.
Yes, the Caribbean Angel section. Yes. Yes. It's approaching 20 years.
I'm feeling so
Yes,
old right
ma'am.
now.
Yes.
Oh,
So
God.
that journey of masquerade and looking at that, starting from little t-shirts into
Yeah.
like little designing costumes, into now like doing that deep dive into traditional masquerade. I'm like, well, why, Gassa? And I realized it's my healing. It's my
Oh.
It's
Oh,
my
Fiona, why are you gonna make me cry? Oh my gosh.
I had that epiphany this week when I got back from Guadeloupe. It's healing me,
Okay.
especially the things that we did. Now Guadeloupe was not easy, y'all.
Okay.
It was literally an uphill, right? And it's a lot of dedication. It's not an easy ride doing
Right.
Guadeloupe carnivals. It's you have to be physically ready and also mentally determined.
Yes. Yes.
And that's what that epiphany gave me. That's what that epiphany was. It was a form of healing, that dedication that I had, of that yearning, right? And traditional mass is giving me that. And so yeah, so I think I'm in a really good place
Good.
in this journey of exploration with that.
I love it.
Anyways, Chantal,
Yes.
how are you?
How am I? I am in the liminal space. I am in the liminal space. I am in a space of in-betweenness where I know that there's some big magic, big energy, big vibrations happening. I am transitioning into another iteration of myself and how I express myself. And in this space, before like the clarity comes, I have to really be still and nurture myself because it is exhausting trying to fight it, right? So I am in a space of surrendering to that. And a lot of it, it's funny that you said that this journey of healing that you've been on, and perhaps even unaware that you've been on this journey of healing in this way, Fiona. I found myself actually late last week fully recognizing why I'm home, what my purpose is here in this moment at this time, and really having to sit with the bigness of it all. So I know I may be talking in parables, but I swear I'm not. And I will absolutely share more as the weeks and months go on. And so for me, I have been really practicing asserting myself in certain spaces, and also a lot of self advocacy in terms of rest and boundaries, because I fully recognize and feel what is coming. And so I just want to surrender to it. That's how I am. That's what's been going on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that, and I look forward to hearing all about it
Yeah.
because I'll be honest,
Yeah.
we've been over the past few weeks, we've been fairly out of touch.
Yes, you have. I haven't
We've been,
heard a thing from Uno, and I'm like, I have to release this and let them do their thing.
yeah,
You
we
know?
haven't been
Yeah,
here,
but
so
that's
we've
got
been.
to.
Uh,
I
yeah,
said
man.
because you haven't heard a thing from us. You know why? You know why? Because
Why?
we don't know where to start. You
Okay,
think
and that's
That's true.
okay.
no,
And
it's
that's okay.
like you see, like you also like some crumbs on
Yes.
Amy and Sherween stories. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
it really is overwhelming the amount of information. Like
Mm.
from day one when like we went to the Slavery Museum, like
Mm.
so there's just like so much.
It
So
it
you'll
was
be
it was mad. Just as we touched down, we
Right.
ate. We had the most beautiful little meal. It wasn't a big meal per se. It was
mm,
just something to
Hmm.
line our belly, but
Right,
it was
right.
lovely. And then we went to a slavery museum. Like, whoa!
Okay, you know what, guys? We're jumping into the story, but let's give people the context, because there may be some of our listeners thinking, well, where were they? What's this? So basically, Sherween and Fiona were in Guadeloupe for their annual carnival. And this experience, as much as it was obviously as carnival, you know, great, but it was also work for them. So it wasn't the type, it's not the type of carnival which focuses on fete after fete after fete after fete. It's very different. So I'm gonna let Sherween and Fiona, because I've very much been looking forward to this episode because I'm about to relax, right? And let Fiona and Sherween tell, at least give us some of why they decided to go to Guadeloupe for Carnival as opposed to Martinique. Um, what the experience was like leading up to the actual days on the road, what they were filling their time with leading up to that, what was the preparation like, who did they meet? So, all of these things, right? So, Sherween and Fiona, as I sit back, sorry, and relax, tell me the story of Sherween and Fiona experiencing their very first Guadeloupe Carnival.
Fiona, you go.
Eh, both
yes,
ways.
sir. Okay, so well, for one, for me personally, Guadeloupe has been on my radar for a long time.
Mm,
I remember it must have been about 2017 or 2018 is when I shared my first video on the Caribbean about Guadeloupe Carnival, and
mm,
it was Le Point, this band, and they dressed up like the KKK, and they were chanting, that we will never forget, and they're marching and strumming and singing, and I seen all these whips cracking. I'm like, what KKK whips? Thing? How is that carnival?
mhm,
And then coming to understand like how political it is and how very different. There was no whining. It was just completely new because my perspective of carnival was from a very, English
Yes.
Trinidad,
Trinidad things,
Mm.
Saint Lucia, Grenada, whatever. I didn't pay attention to the French speaking Caribbean at all at that time. Like I said, that was so 2017, 2018 is
Right.
when it really opened my eyes. So I started to follow all of these bands. So I've been watching them for years. I've been watching the progression. There are some amazing pages like Karata, that's Karata, give you an amazing insight into what Guadeloupe Carnival looks like. They follow the bands, the many different bands expansively. So with that, it just became a thing, and I think the universe just had to open up doors. And so we were invited by the Tourism Authority,
Mm.
as well as the AVPHE, which is an association that supports history, culture, and the environment in Guadeloupe. And what was curated for us was every day was about 3 activities,
Oh, wow.
yeah, of things for us to see, do.
Mm-hmm.
We also went to Marigaland. We were part of 3 mass bands.
Ooh.
To Yeah, just to explain a little bit about Guadeloupe. Like, so they begin on the first weekend of January, and they march every weekend up until Carnival. So this year, as many will know, Carnival started in the finale of Carnival, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was in March, early March. So that
Yes.
means they were marching for 2 months.
My
And there are so
goodness.
many different bands and different variants of styles of music. And every weekend they would have a different theme. So say if on the road there are 20 bands in one town, 20 bands in another town, and every weekend they have a different theme. And it's all political, spiritual, something
Mm.
of that sort. They use You see feathers, gold, all them kind of things, but you see banana leaf, palm leaf. Showing I
Yeah.
saw some creative ways and people use bush, body
Mm-hmm.
paint. You come there, you make your costume with everyone, and
Beautiful.
so that's what it was. I
Mm-hmm.
wine on nobody, nobody wine on me
Mm.
because
Oh, I
it's
love
not
that. You know I
about
love
that.
that.
We're not one wine passer, not.
not
I think
Mm.
one,
yeah, I
not
think
one,
we
not
wine by
one.
ourselves a little bit,
A
but
little bit.
Right.
I didn't see
Right.
people whining on
no,
people.
nope,
Right.
nope. And
I
I
love
think
that
one of the
freedom.
most beautiful things I saw, and there were
Mm.
many, but when the main band we were with, which is called Vukum, when we were
Mm.
passing, now Vukum are rebels, eh?
Mm-hmm.
They don't follow the route of the other
Right.
bands. They don't
Right.
participate in no competitions. They're on their own scene. They say we don't do carnival, we march, we protest. That's what they say.
Right. Right.
And but when we were passing, because everyone is playing, all the bands are playing drums, shak, conch, and
Mm.
things like that. When we were passing, and the other bands stopped for us to pass, right? Or the people are on the side, the pedestrians. When we were passing through, other bands are playing their drums alongside ours in support, or they are blowing their conch shells, or they were playing their shaks, and so they too were carrying our music as well, or they're chanting, because you chanting your own songs as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I really loved how that kind of sense of community as well, that pedestrians were adding to the music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pedestrians were adding to the voice of the songs, pedestrians were adding to the drum. I really, really, I thought that was a beautiful thing. Over to you, Sherween.
Mm. I love
Where do
that.
I even where do I even start? Where do I even start? Yeah. Well, for me, you could say the invite was for us to do also trying to sing alongside
Yes.
all the other things Fiona has to do for Know Your Caribbean,
Mm-hmm.
the tourist board, but we also went there to do trying to sing. And I guess going there, of course, I wanted to experience Guadeloupe Carnival. I've been going to Guadeloupe for 40 years. I have family in Guadeloupe, so,
Mm.
but I've never been there for the carnival.
Right.
And I, having done Martinique last year, I had a little idea what it was about, and I'm not as proactive on Instagram and thing and searching up and looking
Mhm.
up things like Fiona is. So while Fiona was sending me lots of clips, informing me, telling me, girl, this is what we're going to be doing. Hey, this is not going to be easy. Sherween, I hope you're ready. Sherween, we exercising. And if you watch our last trying thing, you'll see the episodes
Yes, I did. I really enjoyed it. Fiona's an
Fiona
ass.
exercising and getting ready.
As if you're
In
still
reality,
Uh-huh.
that bitch was actually doing it. She was
Oh,
getting ready. I did
You
one
know what?
day. I was
I need
like,
to
what?
interject. You know what?
okay.
For
Okay.
all the people who are probably
Yeah.
showing me
Uh-huh.
about my exercising and
Mhm.
whatever, it's a good thing I did. Okay?
Wow.
It's a good thing I did because you need it's not exercising for your body to look gooder. It's for the
No,
No.
endurance.
exercising to keep up.
For the
Stamina,
endurance. And
stamina,
I
stamina.
told I
You
told
told me,
Oh
her,
you
dear.
warned me. I moved
I
to
warned
Choiseul,
her.
Sherween. Are you walking, Sherween? And I did
Oh
once.
boy.
I walked once, and then when I came up
Wait,
north,
showing what? You walked
Yes,
once,
one?
pal, once.
once, and then when I came up north one time, Fiona said, "Hey, my girl, I go in and exercise there. You come in?" I say, yeah, man, I'll follow you."
Mhm.
And I do the one little hill by Fiona. That's not even a hill, that is like a path.
Wait, the little
Wow,
slope going up
a
to
little
Fiona's
slope.
house?
And I was like, and Fiona's like, my girl, you have to do it. You have to exercise. I downplayed the thing. I
Uh-huh.
running around doing my thing. Hey, I have stories.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hey, listen. So the first day we arrived, we did the museum. That in itself was flipping exhausting. Yeah,
Right.
because you know
Emotionally
that
exhausting.
take our energy.
Mm-mm.
All right, learning, watching, reliving. It's not a nice. It's really not
No.
nice.
Okay.
But it's good. It's good that it's there. There's a lot of work to be done. But I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it.
Mm.
Then after that, we went to make our costume for the next day. Yeah, for us to jump carnival. No, it wasn't for the next day, for the Saturday, I think.
Right.
Yes, the
How
Saturday.
long
So
were you
we,
guys there, Showing?
we were there for like 7 days from
Okay.
Thursday
Right.
to Thursday.
Okay.
So we the next day, the following day, we went to Marigalot and
Oh, I
back
saw
to
the
to
picture with
hotel.
Chef.
Hey, with Chef Paul.
Oh.
That was amazing. And then come Saturday now, we feel we big and bad. So we going
Mhm.
down to the footing. We don't have breakfast. We don't have water. Bear in mind, the man that taking us around warn us, you tell us, make sure you eat. You know it's going to be very stressful. It's going to be very tough. And
Mhm.
you guys need to be prepared. This is not your carnival. This is a very different kind. Trust me, trust me,
Oh
trust
boy.
me. I'm telling you. And we downplay the thing, that's us. So we turn up
Ah! Oh Lord.
showing really downplayed it, yes. So we turn up, we even have breakfast. We say we must get something to eat on the road.
We
Okay, we
did.
pull
We had
up.
a little baguette.
We had a little baguette, we pull up, we get a baguette, and we feel that is it. Hey, when bands start matching, when they tell us the route, it was I think a total of 13 kilometers, Fiona, was it?
No, my friend, it was 7.
No, the first bit was 7, and then the second bit was 2.
No, we did 5 kilometers, and then the last bit was 2. It was 7 in total.
It felt like 13.
It felt like 13.
I
It
literally
Okay.
felt
even showing say divided by 2.
it felt like 13 kilometers. Okay. So for the first 5 kilometers out on the road. Now if I'm gonna tell my story, I'm gonna tell my story properly. Now, I am very spiritual. I am deep in my spirituality. It may not show all the time, but I am. I
Yes,
am.
you are.
So on the road now, like we said, this is not our Caribbean, Lucian, English carnival. That is very
Mhm.
different. So I on the road with our colleague and friend Kentilia Fiona in the next band. Yeah, same
Yeah.
band, different section.
Okay,
So
got you.
she in the back, we in the front, she in the back. So we walk in, we go in, yeah, we go into the drumming, we happy, we excited. Hey, and then the things start picking up and people start marching harder. So I'm like, boy,
Mhm.
okay, let we keep up, Kentilia, let we go. But we were not moving fast enough. So people
Mm.
start pushing us. We get people pushing us. We, and they're
Wow.
pushing you and they have their hand on your back and they're pushing you. Now, me being the Dan Gaga and I
Mhm.
used that type of thing. Oh, what the fuck you pushing me for? Why are you pushing me? And I get vexed until you're watching, like, what the fuck is the problem? Why are they pushing us?
Right.
So we now stepping aside, like, okay, you want to go on your thing.
Mhm.
No, you're not being left behind. They're pulling you back in.
Oh,
You have to keep
whoa.
up. You in it, you stay in. So I get vexed. I get
Right.
vexed. We like, hey, Chantal, if you were there, I say Hurricane Shannon would have boxed somebody because we're not used to that. We're not used to people in a band pushing us and telling us, go, go, mash it,
Right.
we. And they
Right.
chanting songs. And one of the songs saying, if you cannot keep up, step aside. So we're
Right.
looking to fucking
To
step
step
aside.
aside.
But
Right.
no, they're not leaving you behind. So anyway, so all that
Hmm.
I
happening,
didn't
all
have
of
all that
this,
in my section, but
you didn't, but we had it in ours.
Right.
And then so of that going on, and then you get into a rhythm. You're getting into a rhythm, and this is where it's powerful. You get into the rhythm, the drum beating in your chest, and you walking, you marching, and everybody chanting. And girl, let me tell you, the most magical thing is, you're hearing these voices, you think is your conscience speaking to you.
Right.
You're awesome. You getting this like, I don't know what you call it, what we call it. You're telling me, Gasa showing match. Let's go,
Mm.
showing. Let's go. You could, and it's loud because I'm moving in a rhythm. So it's loud. I hear in my head. Let's go, showing. Let's go. You could do this. You could do this. And then when somebody just rests their hand on my back to push me, and I start getting vexed, I hear, no, that's us. That's us pushing you. Let's go. You got this.
Wow.
We have you, Sherween. Let's go. Walk, walk, walk. And this is what I'm hearing in my
Oh,
ears. Walk,
Sherween.
walk, walk. Let's go. So I'm hearing that and I'm like, why are they getting vexed with the people all the time? The people are trying to help me.
Forward.
People are helping me and
Yes.
the people not letting me. Girl, you say you're doing this, you're going to do it. We're not letting you stay by the roadside. We're not leaving you behind. Let's go. Girl, and the tears start rushing down my
Oh,
eyes. I'm like, look
Sherween.
at this. And I'm hearing these voices talking loud to me. And I said, I put it down to that's my spirits.
They
That's
had
my
your back.
spirits
They
talking
have
to
your
me,
back.
telling me, I have your
Yes.
back, Sherween.
Oh.
We have your back. Now, here's
Mm.
the story part.
Hmm.
You're not showing us faint.
Oh
You're not
no.
showing us faint.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Okay.
You're
I don't even.
now, okay, now
Fiona, please
in
help me.
in the
Please.
millie, right?
Uh-huh.
So my so like we are in the same band, two different sections, and it's a pace like you going like this, boom, 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 boom,
Mm.
boom, boom. So you have to. There's no stopping to chip. There's no stopping to
Oh
whine. Nothing.
Lord.
none.
Boom, boom. But the thing is, once you're in the swing of it, the momentum
The
is like a
vibration.
pendulum. It just and
Yes.
you feeding off of everyone else's energy.
That is
As I say,
whew,
it's a focus.
that is
Uh,
powerful.
and then the songs is like they have about maybe 5, 6, maybe 7 songs, but
Mm-hmm.
they're repeating the song over and over, say about 20 times.
Mm.
And so you then eventually you start to pick up on the songs, and when you start singing them as well, it adds to it. But there's no stopping. Okay,
Right.
when you go in, you go
None.
in. So, and I think so there isn't really much time to film and do those
Mm-hmm.
kind of things,
Got
right?
you.
When you
Got you.
notice, you don't if you look at the videos of people in the bands, they're
Mm-hmm.
marching gas, they're taking pictures for the gram.
Yes.
That's in the
Yes.
beginning and in the end, or when there's a break.
Right. Right.
And so, and let me be clear,
Mm.
it's I think Guadeloupe people are used to it it's not all these kind of fitness people. They were all body shapes, sizes.
Love.
There were
Everything.
drummers. I saw people
Mm.
who were, because there's some they walk in and they drumming and they had the beat drums, and some of these people were very much plus size, eh?
Mm-hmm.
But I think they know the energy, they know the roots, they know what they're doing. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just part of their culture. Not everyone in Guadeloupe is some fitness guru. So don't think that you can't do it. You just need to be a bit aware, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
yeah, so you don't have time to check your phone or thing or
Mm.
whatever. It's only when I reach right down in town. I see a message. I've tapped out. I say, what? So where are you?
Wait, what?
A message from Joey.
Wait. Fiona, wait.
Joey message me and say I've tapped out. I long gone his answer because we could not stay, because we were trying to film the little thing for the China thing, but the
Right.
band was moving so fast.
Okay.
And then it's like, and then I had a bag of just like some excess material and thing. And I said, and Sherween ended up holding the bag. And I
Mm.
thought that I'd get to see her, right? And it goes a whole long story. Yeah, but it was, she tapped
She
out.
tapped
I
out.
Yeah.
had to. I had to. So I know myself. I know when I'm
Mm.
fainting. I know
Mm.
what my body starts doing. I don't know, anybody
Okay.
who faints, they will tell you. You get the bellyache, you feel nauseous, and then you just black out.
Oh.
So I walk in, and bear in mind the sun is blazing hot. That's like after
Right, right.
12 in the morning sun, after 11, 12 in the morning sun. There are no light little sundown. Nah. That's 12 o'clock sun. Hey, so I'm walking, and Kentilia is walking with me. And she's saying, let's go, Sherwin, let's go. And the people pushing, let's go. Girl, I
Mm.
lost my shoes twice. And to go back and find my shoes was a nightmare. So the second
Wait,
time
what, Sherween? You lost your shoes?
because people walking, if you stop and you drop, they're walking on you, That ain't no joke thing. That ain't no joke thing. So my shoe came out twice. The second time when I went to take my shoe, girl, as if my body stopped, I feel my
Right.
head get hot. I feel my belly start hurting. I say, Kentilia, this is not good. Kentilia tell me, let's go. We could make it, we'll do it, showing. I say, Kentilia. Then a voice
Mm.
tell me, stop, pattern, stop. Just stop. Hey, I pull up. I say, Cantilia, go. I cannot make it anymore. I cannot
Right.
follow the band. And my girl, I just go, and I don't know how I end up by somebody's shop. And the lady was a Haitian lady, and like she was waiting for me. She tell
Mm.
me in Creole, obviously, come, my child. You're not fainting on the road today. It's like the lady
Mm.
just knew. She watched me. She saw my face. She saw I was overheating. I panting. She tell me, come, my child. You're not fainting on the road today.
Really?
She put me to sit down. I have all my molasses all over me. I dirty up the lady table, dirty up the lady chairs. The lady tell me, come. She give me water.
Mm.
She asked me if I want food to eat. I tell her, I good. I just need to catch my breath. She tell me, no, sit down there. The sun is hot. She give me sugar water to drink.
Oh, bless.
She give me sugar water. She tell me drink that. She said this, it's hot. And if you're not used to this, people will be fainting. And they had ambulance, they had people dropping. I was not the only one. Let me
Okay.
just make that very clear. I
Hey,
was not
you
the
make it
only
clear, eh?
one.
You make it clear to them, Sherween.
All
Don't
right,
have
it wasn't
them
just me,
mocking
but
you.
they had people dropping. But my fear was
Oh.
if I drop in the band,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
that's why they would step on me.
Right,
They would
right.
step on me
Because of
because
the
it's going at
momentum.
a pace and at a
Right,
momentum, and they're
right.
not stopping. So I stopped, and the band left me. I was left
Mm.
by myself.
Oh my goodness.
I
Okay.
have absolutely no clue where I am. And I messaged her and I said, I tap out. I tap out. I will meet you all at the end somewhere. I don't know how.
Right,
I'll meet you all. Don't worry about me. I good.
right.
So they carried on until they came to a break. So the band takes a break. And then I called the guy who was our guide, and I
Mhm.
told him, hey, I sent my location. I said, what happened? And in tutus, he came and he picked me up. And he took me down to make sure I had something to drink, asked me if I'm okay, gave me a very sweet syrupy
Of
drink. He
course.
said, drink
Yes.
that.
Yes.
It will pick up your energy.
Yes.
And then I went back. He drove me back to meet Fiona and them where they were at the break. Let me tell you, I thought I was going to die. It
Oh,
was
Sherween.
very, very bad. But not only that, I felt bad. I was so disappointed in myself. I
Oh,
was
what?
really disappointed that I didn't do the entire route. And then when he dropped me, then we had
Well, Sherween,
after
and I was just coming there to gloat. Now you talking about you're feeling bad. I was just coming to gloat. Now I
Oh,
feel
wow,
bad.
Fiona,
you.
you
I
come
am
here
No,
we
to
being
gloat.
honest.
no,
You cannot
no.
gloat in as gloat.
You know why, Chantal?
Tell me.
Because let me tell you something. I have to say, when I did the battle relay thing, right, for
Oh
my
boy.
father, it
Right.
was actually a very emotional thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone spent the whole time making fun of me. How
Why?
you running
Run
so?
like
What kind of
Phoebe.
old run is that? What kind of
You
old run
run
is that?
like Phoebe in Friends. That's
No,
what.
she does
Right?
not.
No, yes, they
No.
really did. And it was they actually it killed like a very emotional moment for me because I was trying to
Hey.
do something to honor like my father's memory, and
Right.
everyone just focused on, oh, I'm not running good enough, right?
But what they're doing, they're sitting down watching you not run good enough.
No,
That
but
is the
yeah,
thing.
so it really, I was like,
Hello?
okay, Gasa, I get it. Okay, I'm not running perfect. I get
And
it. And people would
you
not
hear
stop.
her? You hear Sherween?
Shawin has no sympathy for
None.
me. For the
Fiona, you
for
run
me.
like Phoebe on Friends.
I was
Lord
not
You
running
doing
man.
like
like
Phoebe. I was running downhill and I have breasts. Right? So
Stop.
and
Fiona say, and I have
everybody
breath.
just killed it for me. I could not do any like I barely reposted. You see, I didn't put it on my main page, nothing. Because
What?
yeah, because all my friends did was make fun of me. And
Fiona,
I said, you know what, guys,
wait.
so y'all treating me like as if I'm like the weakest person in the world and whatever,
Yo.
whatever. And I say, you know what, Gasa, I'm not stopping in Guadeloupe.
well, that was
I'm
your
not stopping.
motivation. There you go.
Wow.
Showing legit mama.
Oh,
Hey,
Creole
hey,
cousin.
hey,
What?
hey,
Creole
hey, leave
cousin.
my mother where she is, please.
First of all, you see me there being talking about my father's memory and remembering my father, and all I hear is Sherwin
Sorry,
cackling in the
sorry.
background. Up till today, up till
My girl, you
today,
did a good job. You did a good job.
up till today, she's still laughing at me.
You
Wow.
did a good job.
Oh,
But
Right?
look,
Fiona.
you have
So,
your chance now.
so
You have your
now,
chance now. I
so now I
dropped in
must not.
Guadeloupe. I almost fainted.
So
You
now I must.
tapped out,
She
girl.
almost. Hey, let me
You
tell you,
tapped out.
that's not the first. She almost fainted. She almost fainted twice.
Hey,
Wait,
stop. You're
what?
going ahead of the thing, Asta.
Wait,
You're going
what?
ahead of the thing.
and
You're going ahead of
and
the thing.
on the last day, hey,
Eh,
Oh, yeah.
wait, mouth open
We
story
have to
jump
tell the
out.
thing
Fiona,
properly,
what?
Fiona.
What happened,
Chronological
Fiona?
order. What's your problem?
Girl.
In this week's episode of Under the Mango Tree, I invite you to listen to, enjoy, immerse yourself in the sounds of the conch, the drumming, the chanting that came from Vim whilst we're in Guadeloupe, enjoying the masquerade, enjoying the atmosphere. And by the way, that was like after 11 in the night. So enjoy.
Sherween, you almost fainted again?
Wait now,
because
wait,
the last
I
time,
did a
the first
story.
time it was flat, the
I'm
second
sorry.
time it's uphill. So you know when you're going through like levels in
We
a
have to
video
give
game.
the story, Fiona.
The
Fiona, why
first
are you
day,
ruining the thing?
the first day was level 1. Now, okay, you made it to level 1. You made it to the end.
Okay. All right.
Level
So
2.
that I was very embarrassed. Okay. I was very embarrassed.
I'm
And
sorry, Sherween. Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh and it's just not working. Okay, wait.
Chantal, it was fucking embarrassing. It was, and then the thing is, she and Kentilia, they finished the thing. They finished the first 5
Oh
kilometers.
boy.
And then I coming along prancing after I take my whole fucking break. I take my break. I come in prancing, yeah. And then they're laughing at me. Of course, don't mind Fiona, they laugh at me. They laugh at me, they laugh at me. And then
Really,
I tell them,
Lionel? They
don't
laugh
worry,
at you?
I'm going to do the last 2 kilometers. And I did. I did
Good.
the final 2 kilometers and then I went and we bathed in the sea and it was a
Beautiful.
beautiful experience. I was
Beautiful.
crying, but I was still very, very disappointed that I took that short
Oh,
break. I didn't finish the first leg. But it
okay.
was, and then when we were doing the second leg, again, there was not much pushing
Mm,
and thing, but I kept up and I was very much determined to finish.
mhm,
And the sun had gone down, so it wasn't as bad
mhm.
and thing. But yes, that's the story
Okay.
of the first
Okay.
one. Um,
Wow.
The
yes, I
first
almost
déboulé.
dropped.
Well, Sherween, I am very proud of you.
I
I am
finished
very
it,
proud.
but
You
yeah, I
finished
had like an hour
exactly.
break. Yeah,
It doesn't matter. It
yeah.
doesn't matter. You got there. Okay? Our
I got
journeys are
there,
all
I got there.
different. You got to
Yes,
the end.
yes,
And
I
I
did.
respect and honor that. I'm sorry. I hope you've released the disappointment in
I
yourself.
cried. I cried. I
Okay.
let it out.
Good. Good.
I let
Fiona,
it
I can
out.
feel you being very smug over there.
Mhm. Yes, you
I
could
can
feel
I can
it,
actually feel
listeners.
it.
Y'all could feel that. Y'all could feel it, listeners. I knew y'all could
No,
feel it
I'm
too.
just
And
quietly
it's
listening to my
okay.
friend's
She
ordeal.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I am really looking forward to the video, the mini film, almost like the documentary that I know
yes,
that you guys are
yes,
putting together. I am really looking forward to it because I know it's going to be powerful. I
yes.
know. So I don't want you guys to reveal too much on this episode. I feel like we
Exactly,
You're
should
right.
exactly.
I think
hold
you're
some
right.
things back. In fact, I think you've given enough already, at least as a teaser almost, right?
Yeah,
To the
yeah,
full reveal.
yep,
So
yep,
I
yep.
am like everyone else waiting, waiting patiently. I'm not impatient because good things take time,
Yeah, but hey,
right?
listen, yeah,
Hmm.
that journey,
Wow.
that was the start and that was the awakening for me. For
Wow.
me, it was like, what should win?
Hmm.
Eyes
Awakening is the
open,
right word.
my eyes open, my ears
Hmm.
open. And it's like I was just opening up myself, my heart, my spirit, my soul to
Hmm.
just receiving the
Right.
information, receiving the downloads, receiving
Yes.
the love. Gasa, it's love. When I there thinking, then people they're against me and thinking I I tying up the thing, then people they're loving upon me.
Yes.
Then people they're showing me, sis, we have you. We have your
Yeah.
back. We there for you. We're not leaving you alone. We're not letting you go. You could do it. Dig deep, dig deep. And this is
Yes.
what life is about, Gasa. We
Mm.
there and we may feel like we're on our own. We there going through
Mm.
a struggle. There are people, there are things there to aid us. We just need to listen. We need to stop and listen.
Yes.
Give the
Yes.
attention where it is due and stop with the distractions. This was big for me because
Mm.
um all the distractions. So Fiona spoke about that bag, and we met at a certain point, and she had the bag holding, And then she tell me, hold the bag for me. And then we separated.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up holding the bag.
It was literally like
Accidentally.
hold a bag for me for 1 second,
For 1 second, yeah. And
and then
then
it was just boom.
we separated. So I'm left with the bag and I'm walking, and it's a bag of, no, I don't want to call it crap. It's unnecessary things you were not supposed to be carrying on the damn road. So
Like
I'm
what?
there walking. And like I said, I'm in the momentum, the downloads coming out, you hearing the voice. And the voice telling me, look at you, always carrying people load. Always carrying people load.
Oh
You just
wow.
your hands, look at your hands. Your hands need to be free. Free your hands, free yourself, showing because it's keeping me back. I have the bag holding and the bag keeping me back.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot just drop the bag because it's unnecessary things, but it's not things to throw either. It's a scissors, a staple machine, and
Right,
I don't want
right,
to throw the thing. But
right.
the voice tells me, Casa, why you look at you, you just like carrying things. Free your hands, enjoy this experience, free your hands, no cell phone, no nothing. And I'm walking, and all of this is part of life. Look, we do a lot of things, we carry each other's loads unnecessarily sometimes, and it just keeps us back. So everything was relating not just to what was happening on the road, it was relating to life, my life itself. And it was like an amplification of all the things you giving up. You every time you take on something, if it's getting too heavy for you, if the load too heavy, you giving up, you're not carrying on. And then I have these people in my back telling me, Casa, you good, we have you. And I say that's my family. When I say my family, I don't mean my birth family, I mean my family I chose, that's around me, that's
Yes,
constantly
yes.
pushing me and telling me, showing you've got this, you could do this. And it was just so heavy, I could not help but cry. I was very emotional on the road because I could have taken this thing and not see the value in it and just be all angry and upset and
Right.
vexed. I like Guadeloupe Carnival. I like this. I like then people just pushing because we're not used to it. Then
Mm-hmm.
people just without understanding the context behind it. And
Right.
that realization was what was powerful for me.
That's beautiful,
Yeah.
Sherween. That is
Yes. So
profound.
I am so thankful. I'm so appreciative. The whole experience, start to finish, was a realization, Gasa, and put my energy where my energy needs to be, and not
Yes.
the distractions and this
And there's a
literally.
lot to be distracted by right now
Yes,
in the
yes,
world, in life
a
in
lot,
general.
a
Yeah,
lot.
a
So
lot.
yeah, that's what it meant for me. But that's just one
Mm.
things.
I ain't saying
Mm.
nothing.
Eh, Fiona says she ain't saying nothing. Okay.
So many other things. So many
Yeah.
other things. But
Yes.
yes, you're
What
But
I will
almost
save it.
say,
Save it for the film, man. Save it for the film.
yes.
what
I'm
I
trying
will
to.
say is this.
Yes.
You know how I will say about Trinidad, you have to be prepared for the pace,
Yes.
and Trinidad is not for the weak, and this
Yes.
and that. It's a different kind of pace.
Understood.
So in Trinidad, you not going to get no sleep. The route, no matter how long the route is, the route is easier to do because you chip in, you stop
And you
in,
get to
you're gonna
rest.
get
Yeah.
drinks. You do
Yes.
get to rest in Guadeloupe, there's
Okay.
within it, there is a stop off point. You
Okay.
stop, you rest for a little bit. Um, because when we did the first one there with Congo Carry that Shun has been talking about, we stopped for like over an hour.
Oh,
And yeah,
wonderful.
man, they give
Okay.
out free
Yeah,
icicles,
after for
water.
about an hour and a half, 2 hours, you stop
Yeah,
for an hour.
man.
Okay,
It was
nice.
but they were not giving you rum, but you're getting icicles, you're getting
And that's
water.
okay with
You
me.
felt better. Some people went by because it was right by the sea, so people went in the water for a little bit,
Oh,
and you stand back, right?
okay.
So they drink rum in the beginning, and then at the end. But when you're on the road, because a friend of ours, Sherween, knows him as well. He was explaining to me. He was like, as I was like, yeah, because you all don't drink rum. He's like, it's not that we do, but when we on the road, we focus.
Yeah.
So you don't have time to drink. It's in the beginning, the end, or maybe on break time. But but it's a different kind of pace. So when you talk about Trinidad and Grenada and St.
Mm.
Lucia, you need to have energy. It's for a different reason,
Okay.
and that's the commitment to like Sherween had described it. It's like it's a physical
Mm.
challenge for you, but I remember there's one point, where we are going, like part of it. I'm not gonna spoil it, but
Yes.
another route, because we did
Right.
in two towns. In Pointe à Pitre, it's flat,
Mm-hmm.
right? In Basse, it's mountainous, so it's hills. And there's one point you're going up a little hill, and it was challenging. And I said to Sherwin, I said, look at their feet. That's what helped me,
Mm.
because my legs was burning too.
Right.
Um, but then when I looked at their feet, everyone's feet were moving in unison, even to the point of it was all of them were left, right, left, right.
Mm.
So like even their legs were in unison, they're not just moving to the rhythm, but even how their bodies were. And I just watched their feet. So I became like almost hypnotized by
Okay.
the pace of
Okay.
their feet. And I was kind of grounding myself, because if I looking up, oh God, I tired. Oh God, like if you're tired, you start
Mm.
looking up in the sky, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I looked down at their feet, and I saw the unison of everybody there. And so I joined myself into that, and that's what helped me.
I love that, Fiona.
Yeah. So it's
I
pace, but
really,
different kind of
but
pace.
just different. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
It's
different.
tuning into different energies, different vibrations, you know? It's different. I love that. Wow.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
would you guys recommend Guadeloupe Carnival?
Hell yeah.
And why would you
Highly.
recommend it?
I would highly recommend Guadeloupe Carnival.
Right.
I recommend for a few reasons. One, if you're looking for bacchanal, if you're looking to get drunk, wind down on people, don't go. Don't go. Or if you're going, don't take part. You could stay on the periphery, on the sidelines, enjoy, watch, do the thing, people passing. If you are looking for that, I will call it a spiritual enlightenment. If you're
Oh,
looking for that
nice.
within yourself, if
Mm-hmm.
you're looking for that confidence within yourself, if you're looking that I don't know, that boost of you doing something right, then go.
Okay.
Guadeloupe Carnival for me is it's like, oh my God, I don't even know how to, it's like everything that I've been thinking, everything that I've been battling with myself with, everything that
Mm.
I've been, going back and forth, it just cemented it for me. That showing, no, you're not crazy. You
Mm.
are you are doing something amazing for yourself. You're on this journey. You're not on a sprint, you're on a marathon,
Yes.
and enjoy it. Enjoy the process of it. Enjoy enjoy being in the moment. I think what I picked up from Guadeloupe Carnival is that everybody is present. They're not
Okay.
there living in the past, they're not there living in the future, they're present. And that is what it was for me. I picked be in the present, enjoy the process, and enjoy the marathon. This is what it was for me.
Okay. Fiona, why would you
Agreed.
recommend Guadeloupe Carnival?
I agree with everything Sherwin said. I
Mm-hmm.
think Guadeloupe, I think how Sherwin and I did it, the order in which we did things in this past year has been perfect, has aligned perfectly.
Okay.
So we did Martinique Carnival. It's a great introduction to the live music, the marching, the different pace. Martinique is a mixture of party and protest.
Mm.
So you get that balance. You get some DJ trucks with music. You get some of the live drumming, the conch shell, the culture. Yes, but you also get the party and the whining and thing. They whine different, eh? It's not the same
Mm.
one.
Mm.
But and then we did St. Lucia Carnival, and we did our own mass. We made our costumes. We even injected our own form of protest into St. Lucia Carnival, right? And then going then into Guadeloupe, because people said, "Oh, y'all think Martinique have culture? Y'all think Martinique is anything traditional? You need to go Guadeloupe to do it." And so, if you're on that journey, so it may be a big jump for people if say you just come fresh from Trinidad or Spice Mass or whatever. or St. Lucia Carnival and go into Guadeloupe is going to be very different. You are not going to get the wine in the bacchanal. It is a visual and spiritual feast, is what I would say. And if you allow yourself to pay attention to the reason why, one of the things I'll tell you that they said, why they do carnival, right? They said they do it for the spirits. They do it for the ancestors. This is the one time of year where they are honored and venerated, right? So even that's why they did it throughout COVID, because they said if you don't do it for the spirits, your life is going to be screwed, right? So this is the time when the spirits are dancing alongside you, the whips, everything that they do has a meaning and a purpose. So if you go there and you're not paying attention to those meanings, it's not going to fill you in a way that it can. So if you are
Yeah.
if you are if you
Gonna
are
go
ready,
completely over your head if you don't.
yeah, it will go completely over your head, and it may feel bizarre, like why are all these people cracking whips and slavery thing, but they're doing it to wake up the earth, to wake up the land, to clear bad spirits. They burn incense.
Incense all on the road, whole time.
Yes,
Incense.
yes, the
I
whole
love
time.
that.
The incense and in our Banvukum, the incense that they use is from the gomie tree that which they
Oh,
got from the Kalinago people.
oh my
So you know
goodness.
what I'm saying about everything have a context. It's not just
Yeah.
for kicks or not even just for beauty. So that's why I'd say if you are really ready to go into that
Hmm.
cultural and spiritual deep dive in
Mhm.
masquerade, then yes, Casa, yes. And you know what? I'll have to say something about Guadeloupe people: welcoming, kind, friendly. Don't let the language um barrier get in the way. To be
Right.
honest, most of the people that we met spoke at least some little English.
Uh-huh.
And they're actually very accommodated. Don't think, this whole perception of, oh, French people, they get vexed when you don't speak French in their country. Guadeloupe people never treated us like that at any point,
Okay.
right?
Good to
Um,
know.
yeah, don't feel intimidated, and everyone has been so welcoming. And one thing people kept saying, so how did you find out about us? Like, thank you for coming, thank you for being a part. And I was very intimidated. I thought they would tell us, why you're coming there, you're just some people that are looking for bacchanal and to drink rum. This is a spiritual thing, but it wasn't like that at all. They treated us like family.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your experience in Guadeloupe?
Girl,
A million.
100 out of 100 for me. 10
Yes,
out of 10.
yes,
Everything.
all the things.
I want to go back to Guadeloupe, not even just for Carnival. I want to go back
Right.
to Guadeloupe. I want to go and spend 6 months in Guadeloupe
Me too.
and
Ooh.
ground some more. That
Me
is what
too.
I want to go and
Yes.
do, to be
Okay.
honest.
Okay.
Chantal,
Huh.
the best meals we had,
Stop. Because you know I've been waiting. I'm like, what about the food?
the vegan food
Stop.
was some of the best,
The
Oh
not
gosh.
not
best,
not just vegan food we've ever had, best
no,
food, full
Oh
stop,
my
good
goodness.
food we've ever
that we've
had.
ever had.
Stop. Stop it.
Chantal, you would have been in heaven.
Oh
In
my
your
God.
glee.
Okay.
In
Yeah,
your glee.
yeah,
Okay. All
amazing.
right. So I haven't been to Guadeloupe since I was like 14. So I'm overdue. I am overdue. And
Well,
you just said food, and it's like, right. Already my brain was like playing, how we gonna stay where. Yes. Okay. Okay. So definitely filing Guadeloupe in my places to go and revisit as a big grown woman at some
yes,
point in the near future. So
yes.
obviously Guadeloupe brought you lots and lots of joy. And I think it's a beautiful segue into
Mhm.
a beautiful segue into what is bringing you joy. However, we're going to do it a little differently for this episode. We are actually going to share some of our listeners' letters and DMs because everyone we receive brings us joy. So, for this section, Sherween, which one of our listeners' comments, DMs, or letters has brought you joy? And can you please share it with us?
Yes. So
Okay.
I I want to give a nice huge shout out to our very active YouTube subscribers. Yeah.
Oh, I love
We
this.
we are now on YouTube, and our last episode was video. So you guys
Yes,
can go back and watch it if you've not watched it already.
please
But
do.
we are now on YouTube. We're slowly uploading all the episodes onto YouTube. Because we have two subscribers in particular I want to shout out. It's
Mm,
at Dindin 1973 and
mm,
Michelle Eastman 9552. Both of you are always really engaging in the comments, and
mm.
we love seeing your comments. So yeah, man, shout
Hit
them
them
out.
up. Boop, 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 boop.
All right, Chantal, you want to read some?
From our YouTube. Listen, we, the viewers, listeners, want to see the beaches, the beautiful greenery, the amazing everything of St. Lucia and Nevis. This would be an extra special something to look forward to every month.
Okay, we got you. We got you.
Okay.
Say no more.
I feel that that comment was left under our very first visual podcast, our video. So if you go to our YouTube channel, you can actually see our mugs. And we'll be doing that once a month. So we will have episodes that we drop on YouTube, which are both audio and visual. So just to let you guys know.
And another comment says, ladies, 4 minutes in and you are speaking my soul. I am so disturbed, upset, and pissed off at all of them things with the utter shit going on. And it seems like the majority are okay with it. So refreshing to hear your voices again.
Oh, that was probably from our first episode of the year when we were doing like the recap and talking about the Cheeto Man, all those things.
So yes, so from YouTube, I laughed so much through this. I honestly couldn't finish my chores without laughing so much. Thank you. I'm glad we're keeping you.
So let's see. There was a letter from a listener called Makiba. And it's actually a love letter that she wrote to the Relatable podcast. And it brought me so much joy. And I'm going to share some of it, not all, just a bit. Okay. So it starts off, good morning, ladies. I hope this message finds you all well and in good emotional, physical, and mental health. I just thought that was so beautiful. I've been thinking about how I can write this without sounding like a complete stalker. That made me laugh. I'm practicing a braver version of myself by reaching out. I started binge listening to Relatable at the start of 2025. Easily one of the most life-changing decisions I made right at the start of the year. I always judge folks who had these odd parasocial relationships with public figures. Number one, public figures? Who she mean? Us? Okay. But now I get how they develop. Chantal, Sherween, and Fiona, you are my parasocial BFFs. Truly relatable. You all are the culturally affirming friend group I always needed. So I'll read you a little bit. Fiona, your bad girl, decolonizer energy, rebellious spirit, love of art, culture, and history, your authenticity and speech patterns has me tapping more aggressively into my liberatory practices. Every other phrase out of my mouth these days starts with Gasa. Chantal, you feed my love of books and learning, my need for clarity, and a continuous pursuit of knowledge to be better. The way you won't stop talking about your perimenopause is giving me so much life. I love it. I wish more of us felt brave enough to let it all hang out. So many of us enter this stage of life and have no idea what is happening, and it's scary. Sherween, you have my whole heart. Beneath the wild, free spirited woman, I have felt a beautiful, authentic softness and sweetness that I admire deeply. A deep love of self and community. What brings me joy? Sherween's laugh, Sherween's confidence, Sherween dropping the F bomb at will, Sherween's objectification of the big black strapping.
Oh my God. I love
I'm
you
just
too.
gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. So that letter was from our listener Makiba. Makiba, We love you. Thank you for writing in. And thank you for really tapping into our personalities. Very interesting.
It's true.
Fiona, which one of our readers and not readers, sorry, listeners, comments, DMs, or letters have brought you joy?
Well, this one comes from George,
Okay,
who
George.
is a friend of Sherween. So
Eh, eh,
nice to get one from a man.
It is.
Because it's always this perception that men won't listen to three women talking. So it's always appreciative. We always
Right.
appreciate to hear from a man. So it says, "Dear ladies, it is always a pleasure to listen to you. Three, your thoughts and ideas about various things. This week's episode on menopause was especially important
Oh.
to me as my wife is currently going through perimenopause. We didn't know this is what she was going through until she'd been tested. However, there were a plethora of problems that erupted in my home, some of which were sudden outbursts of crying or laughing. She would get
Mm,
quite angry with me for no reason and have a go at me. Most days I'd sit in the car on the drive after work and pray before entering the house, shouting at the children for simple things, using proverbial sledgehammer to crack a nut, a loss of confidence at such a loss of confidence at work, and as such, she has been threatened with capabilities proceedings if she didn't voluntarily resign. This put so much more pressure. This put so much more pressure on her. It was mad. Speaking to her head teacher, a man, about her perimenopause did not help, and he wasn't supportive. Many of the physical symptoms listed happened to her, and they started to go on about their
mm,
sexual intimacy.
right.
Anyway, after her diagnosis, she was prescribed HRT. Since then, she's been amazing. We are
Oh,
slowly rebuilding our relationship again, or should I say, forging a different way through life
mm.
together. Thank you again for all of your podcasts from
Oh,
George.
wow. George, thank you. And
That
thank
was
you for
beautiful.
letting us know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We
That
really
was
appreciate
beautiful.
it. It helps us to know that we are making some kind of impact and that we actually have people listening to us. It's very helpful. So, yes, there it is. The What's Bringing You Joy section for this episode, just sharing a little bit of our listener love.
Yes, folks. Yes, another epic episode under the belt. I hope you enjoyed this one. And yes, we do encourage you, even if you can't make it to Guadeloupe, just we encourage you all to just have a look at the other carnivals in the other nations of the diaspora, because there is so much magic out there that we are not tapping into. And if you are really looking to
Mm,
get into that spiritual journey where you think that you want to be being part of something that has purpose,
mm.
I hope this could inspire you. Even if you can't make it to Guadeloupe, maybe you can start your own thing. But just whilst you're on our phone scrolling through Instagram, check out some of these bands in Guadeloupe, Martinique. How about Curacao? Like, what is Carnival like in
Yes.
Curacao? What
Love to
about
go to
Junkanoo
that.
in Jamaica? Like, there's so
Mm,
many other places where you can find masquerade that has purpose and meaning as well.
mm.
And listen, we're not judging the Bacchanal crew because we are still part of the Bacchanal crew. We will never not be part of the Bacchanal
I
crew.
mean,
All right.
hmm.
So until the next time, my darlings,
Yes,
because a
yes.
shared journey
Rings.
where somebody not going to faint on the road, but that's okay. We bring our hope.
Shut up, Fiona. Bye. Bye.
Fiona Compton.
Bye.
Oh,
I
The
love you
share journey
guys.
brings
Fiona,
hope,
not you.
especially in
Bye.
Guadeloupe when they push you along. They got your back.
exactly.
They got my
Adiento.
back. They got my back.
They got your back. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Relatable, because a shared journey brings hope.